performance by Winaya. Have a seat, please.
Thank you so much for joining with us here.
Yeah, please join us in
Yes.
welcoming Winaya Satasha. Good morning to you.
Oh my gosh, that was so soothing.
And it was very calming, but
Yes.
also I hear it as a bit mellow. Now, I
Yes,
didn't fully
yes.
grasp all of the lyrics, but the song itself is entitled Sudah, Jalannya, which I was trying to find out what the translation
Yeah,
is.
like the perfect one?
It's more like fate, isn't it?
Yes.
The way it has been written. Can you tell us more about the song, Sudah, Jalannya?
So I actually wrote this song because I witnessed one of my friend who lost her mother. And that sadness, actually, it was a very big experience for me, and it was very saddening for me. And I decided to make it as a song because I couldn't really focus on anything because of that.
I mean, you're still very teary until right now. I mean, it's singing.
Really?
Yes, it's like comes from your soul. Well, let's talk about the concept because we've just seen on the video clip itself. So how do you want to portray this story, the story of your friend and whatnot, and then reflects to your video clip?
For the video clip, it's not exactly mirroring about what happened. So it was the production film actually gave us the storyline, and I think it was great. And to make the real story as a video clip, I think it's a bit unfair.
Right.
It's a private story,
Yeah,
a personal.
Yeah.
it was very personal. Even it was very personal to me. So the storyline depicted how people should try to let go. In Japanese, it's called legowo.
Yes.
When someone who's dear to us left us to the afterlife. So that was it.
Yeah. Ikhlas. Yes. All
Right, acceptance of this.
Yes.
Acceptance.
Exactly.
So let's talk a little bit more about you. Not only do you love music, but we've heard that you love animals. In fact, not only that, you have an educational background in zoology, in animal welfare. Tell us a little bit about how you managed to balance, like which did you discover the passion for first, and how are you balancing the two?
Oh God. It's ever since I was a child, I think the only things that I like was music and animals, but I decided to take science as my career. But of course, my first career, professional career was as a singer now.
Right.
So I'm still studying for my master's degree in international animal welfare.
Oh wow.
And it was, I had to make a lot of sacrifice to be diligent in both. So I think,
course.
yeah, that's it.
Such as, like,
Yeah.
what are sort of things, like how do you manage to balance it? Because there's only that many hours in a day, right?
Yes, I know. I don't meet my friends often. Very saddening. And I guess, in a way, my mentality, it's very crucial to have a good mentality, you know,
Right.
especially if you have to do a lot of things. But I guess I don't really have, you know, that good balance. So I have to probably do a lot of, how do I say it, like, people would say it healing.
Yes.
I have to find my own healing spot.
Okay.
Your well-being.
Yes.
Right.
So I got that from doing exercises, from yoga,
I
from
love
Brazilian
it.
Jiu-Jitsu.
But you're very driven, though. You're taking your master's in international animal
I
welfare.
rarely hear that, by the way.
Right, and then now you're also having singles and whatnot, and you know it seems that you're very passionate in both, and you cannot choose. And why not? You know, the world is your pickle. Let's do both. Right? You're still very young too. So as of right now, let's talk about this passion of yours, and that is, you know, in your singing career or whatnot. What's coming up for you? Are you thinking of having it? You know, everyone is open now to go going to concerts. We've seen it so big right now this year. Is concert a part of your agenda, or a mini album, or you know, another singles coming out?
Of course, it would be my agenda, but probably not now.
Okay.
Because I'm still focusing on what kind of genre I would like to make. Because based on the 3 songs that I've made,
Yes.
everything sounds different. Everything has different background story.
Okay.
And I guess people would call me indecisive, but I would say that it's a bit creative
Yeah,
to do
why
that.
not? Yeah.
Yeah, so probably I would love to focus more on making more singles with different genres because I think
That's very
I like
interesting,
it.
though. Because you know, sometimes when we see a musician, they're kind of, they know, or they're kind of driven towards only that one path of genre until maybe they already have a couple of albums, and then the musician or the artist itself think like, no, I think it's my time to listen to what I want. But it's good that you're taking control.
Indeed.
She's driving the wheel.
So who would be your influences in music, both local and foreign? You can feel free
Oh
to choose.
God! Every time I hear this question, I got so confused.
Difficult to answer.
Yes, but my all-time favorite would be Nora Jones, Aretha Franklin,
Very cool.
and for local musicians, I'm in love with Sofia Aziza. I love her music. I love her gospel influence.
Yes, I love her energy too.
So this single, Sudah, Jalannya, it's very interesting to me because a lot of singers and artists, they will sing a song from personal experience, but then it's told in the first person. However, you're telling a story from personal experience, but from a third-person perspective.
Yes.
Now, I want to rewind back to your first two singles. The first one is Love Game, and Layak Kutunggu is the other one. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Are there any similarities, differences, in how you approached each of those?
Ooh, of course, the three of them, I wrote it from the third point of view.
Right.
And well, not the first one. The first one I wrote it with my producers, but the second and third one would probably be a very personal stuff as well, because my second song, Love Game, was how do I say this? It's about my dad.
Oh,
He's a single dad, and he found it very hard to find, a partner. And from there, I actually made a song and made it as my, how do I say it? I love pop jazz. So I took the genre that I like and the story that I actually lived in. And for the third one, it's more ballad, but it's more intimate in soul.
Right.
And I hope that everyone would love to hear it.
Of course. I mean, how do you want your listeners and your fans to kind of, how you portray yourself, the character? It seems like that the way that I see you, you tell your song, you tell your tale from the inside, like very personal and whatnot. Is this how you want to carry your brand? That you will make the songs that resonate to yourself? Maybe some people wouldn't understand, or maybe some people would, but this is coming from my heart.
I think so. I think most singers that I've known, they would love to be doing that. And of course, I don't really like to be honest about myself, but when it comes to, if I can make a story out of other people's stories and make it my own, I'm willing to open myself. But when it comes to making my own song based on my personal experience, I don't think I have the energy and the mentality to do
You're not
that
ready
now.
for that yet.
Yes, it's so honest now,
Okay.
not for this.
So again, I would like to ask now as to the people that you're writing this about. For example, your friend or your dad. How do they feel? What was their feedback like when they found out that you wrote a song about them and this is about their personal experience? You don't drop any names, so there's not
Yes.
to worry about that. But how did they feel about it? What did they say to you?
I think they felt touched, of course, but not everyone is so sensitive, so I did not expect anything, but they gave me good response, as in they like the songs, they like how I arranged it, so I think it's enough for me.
And how many people can say that, right? Like, that song was written about me. Like, I would find it as something somewhat of a privilege as well, right?
Right.
Amazing.
So out of all the genres, because you did pop jazz, soul, like, is there, I don't know, rap maybe, or like R&B, or like rock?
What's in your future?
Yeah.
I would love that. I love rock
Oh, nice.
music.
Really?
I love Bon Jovi. That's one of my all-time favorite bands.
Wow.
So I hope so. I hope you can, let's just wait for it.
Of course.
If I have the, the creativity to do that, I would.
The popular letter these days are X. X meaning collaborations, right?
Oh, right, yes.
So will we see a Winaya X somebody? And if I was to see that, who would you put in that blank spot?
Probably for now, the closest one I can think of is Sofia Aziza.
That would be
The
very
gospel, R&B, soul music. That's 100% for me.
And any producers that you're one day hoping perhaps you could work with or would be in your future?
I'm not sure yet. But I think everyone loves Lalel Manino,
Okay.
the disco stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I guess I'm an old soul as well, so it would be, I don't know, a good collaboration with them.
Right. I can see you everywhere. It seems you're going to be perfect for everyone.
Yeah,
from
very
any
adaptive.
genre. Yes.
Very adaptive.
Very creative, when I can see it. So we heard that you're going to perform one more song for
So
us?
this is going to be Love Game.
Yes.
So now that we know the story behind it, it's
Yeah.
going to be a lot more meaningful for us
Right.
as well. And hopefully our viewers find your music as well very relatable because knowing the story behind Sudah, Jalannya, I can relate in my own personal life. And perhaps not the exact same situation,
Yeah.
but a lot of it is very relatable as well. So again, congratulations to you. And
Thank you.
I'm sure we can find your music through all the streaming platforms.
Yes.
Looking forward to an album perhaps coming soon, a mini EP, something like that.
Please pray for it.
This year.
Definitely.
Let's get to
All
it.
right.